Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Calling the Shots. I am Kiki.
And I'm Kira.
And here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again on International Women's Day.
International Women's Day. Yeah, we should say what the
So-
episode is at the beginning.
Yeah, we should.
So we're doing some women's stuff today.
we best way to put it, some
Yeah.
women's stuff. You guys know we love highlighting our women in sports. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're doing. We're highlighting our women in sports. And we're doing that by picking just a couple athletes each.
Yeah.
And kind of just running through some things about their life that we think are cool or powerful or
Just some iconic women in sports.
We're just really highlighting her.
It's International Women's Day today. When you guys listen to this,
It
it'll
won't
be the day
be.
after. But
If you listen the day after. If you listen the day it comes out, it will be the day after.
Yes, yeah. But this whole month is Women's History Month anyway, so
it really works. Also,
Perfect timing.
did I show you what my sweatshirt says?
No.
It's International Women's Day sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Good for you.
I know, no, look at the back.
Wait, that's cute.
I know.
I love it.
It's
We'll have to show you guys.
yeah, if you're maybe I'll show it like at the end on YouTube or something, but
Perfect day to wear it.
I am like obsessed. I'm such a sucker for anything that's like, oh, it's like limited edition, this like not like normal limited edition stuff, but when it's like something like this where it's a holiday.
Yeah.
Like I have this if I wasn't wearing this, what I would be wearing is my Nike is a woman shirt because Nike is the goddess of victory.
That.
And I got it on International Women's Day 2 years ago. All the time people are like, where's that shirt from? I'm like,
it's
Nike
limited edition.
But guess what? Can't get it online and it's not available
You should
anymore.
wear that next week just so we could see it.
Okay, yeah, say less. I
So
love it.
let's plan that.
Easy. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So what have you been up to? Some quick life updates.
So quick life updates. I went to Seattle.
Yes.
We did talk about how I was going to Seattle.
Yes.
Worked my first game for Real Salt Lake. Well, I kind of worked a game, but not like fully. This was like...
And it's your first away game.
And it's my
So
first
that's a
away
big
game,
deal.
which is a big deal because it's like you're traveling for it to Seattle. I'd never been to Seattle.
I've never been there either.
It was cool.
Was it?
It's really interesting because it's, it's rainy.
Yeah.
Which is like what it's known for.
Uh-huh.
If it wasn't rainy, I think I could live in Seattle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
heard it's
maybe
nice in
that's
the summer.
dramatic. But it was cool. I mean, it's interesting because like you're on the water and it almost has like the feel of like a small town fisherman's area. Like it feels like small,
Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, but like gloomy. Like
So
it's
Twilight.
Yes. Like I'm like, so is this
in
Twilight?
Washington,
Like
yeah.
Wait, good point.
Yeah.
I forgot about
that. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, but then you turn like away from the ocean, it's like boom, the city's right there. So it's just like just like such a unique place, and it's like it's so green around the city, and because it rains all the time.
Yeah.
And I love anywhere that's super green. So it's really cool.
Too. And it's humid there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. No, like I was like,
will
I'm
have
not
to
gonna bother
visit.
doing my hair.
No.
It was humid. Yeah.
I love that.
You
I
should
love
visit.
humidity.
I love
I
humidity
was
too.
meant to
Hello, I
live-
feel like I'm getting a hydrofacial when I just
Oh
live
yeah.
in humidity.
No, me and my husband say this all the time. I was meant to live like in humidity. I'm supposed to. My hair looks better. My skin looks better. I feel
Your
better.
hair looks great all the time, but yeah.
Well, thanks.
You
But
naturally have good hair.
Utah just drives
Utah,
me.
I was going to say, you were meant to live in humidity, and yet you're in, like, the driest place ever.
Driest place, and it's like
It's
tundra
so
right
dry.
now.
Like, if I go, where I'm from in Northern California is humid. It's not, like, Costa Rica humid or anything, or, like, Florida.
No, I actually love California
But
humid.
California humidity is like
perfect.
prime to me,
Oh,
right?
yes.
If I'm there for a while and I come back here, my hands are like cracking.
No, my hands
face
will
is dry.
bleed.
Yeah,
My hands will bleed.
It like hurts. I'm like I hate this.
Whatever. And
But
it's snowing.
Here we are. It is snowing.
I'm so over it.
I
know you guys are too if you're in Utah. It's March.
Even if you like winter, even if you like snow, come on now.
I have seasonal depression.
I know.
Honestly.
I need to take like vitamin D pills.
You should.
I have before, but I haven't lately.
I do because it really does help.
Because it helps. Because it's necessary and we're not
it's actually
getting
necessary.
it.
Do you have any other life updates?
Not really. I'm trying to think of anything else. Tell me about your life updates.
Okay, I have 2 that I wrote down. I've been trying to write them down so you don't
forget them.
You guys, I have mom brain. Like, I just forget things.
At least you have an excuse. I was like, I feel like I can't.
No, that is it really isn't an excuse. No. I just have like so many things I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So no, I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing that. But go ahead and tell us what you got on your list.
Okay. Let's start with a good one. Okay, I read this book. I read this book that everybody has to read. It's called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay.
Oh, so kind of like
It's a self-help book.
It's kind of like a self-help book.
Yes, and everybody needs to read it. I've been told a million times to read this book. I finally read it this past week. Fell in love with it.
Really?
No, it actually changed my life.
I've kind of been wanting to read a self-help book.
You have to read this one.
And actually when we travel, there's no Wi-Fi on the plane. So you, like, can't work.
Yeah,
I work in, like, I can't do social media without Wi-Fi. So I was thinking, like, I do need a good book.
You would love this book. It actually, it's so good. It's so good. And it's kind of about how the words you say to yourself will change your life, will, like, direct your life.
Wow.
And there's just so much I could talk about. I literally read it on my Kindle, and I bought the physical copy because it's just so good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're going to read it again.
I'm going to read it multiple times because there's like activities to do to kind of like change your mindset. Okay. It's so good. Okay. So you guys, that's a book rack, and I just had to bring it up today.
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah. Because I'm going to go back and when I forget what it's called, listen to this.
We'll link it in the story or something.
Oh, good idea.
Because you guys can see it. It's just so good. Amazing. So just trust me. I
fully trust you. Anything you recommend, I'm like, this is great.
I just love reading. Yeah. So fun. Okay, my second live update. Do you wait, you don't go on TikTok?
No, I go on TikTok.
Kind of? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to not go on TikTok.
You don't post a lot.
I don't post a lot on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, like on my phone. Posting, yeah. But I need to put I don't
Okay, so you guys, I had a viral video this past week. And
what
I think there's like 13 million views.
What? Kira!
It's okay. So I did a stupid... No, but this is not the funny part. Like, yeah, it went viral, whatever. And it's a stupid trend. It's the one where like the moons, like your moon phases from the birthday. Did you ever see that?
No, the moon phases from your birthday. I did not see that.
So it's like the moon phase that you were... born on, and then your partners, it is supposed to like match.
Oh wait, yeah.
You've seen that. And then it matches your soulmates, okay?
Yeah.
So me and my husband's, like, it matched if I flipped it, first of all. So obviously I flipped it because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. But people are mad at that. But I posted a photo like before it, obviously, like you show yourself. People, so my husband, if you guys don't know him, he's very like stoic. Mm-hmm. He's not like a big out there.
You bring the energy. Yes. Yeah, that's your role in the relationship.
Yes, he's calm. He's like he's
just
not
like
very
emotional. Level.
Yes, like, he doesn't get angry. He doesn't get sad. Like he's just. So in the photo, it's just his normal face. People think he's miserable. No, I'm not kidding. Probably thousands and thousands of comments talking about how we need to get a divorce. I'm not kidding.
Which is so funny because anyone who actually knows you guys knows you're so happy together.
No, seriously.
But this is so TikTok. Classic.
That's TikTok.
I kind of live for the people who are just so crazy and up in arms about the stupidest stuff.
No, honestly.
Or like think they know what's going on.
Yes.
Like it's like no, I enjoy it. Like it makes me so laugh. Funny. Like because it's just come on.
It's so irrelevant. Like, I literally don't care what this user with 2 followers and no, like, person, I don't know,
no profile picture.
Like, do you really think I care not real. what you're saying? But I just, oh my gosh, it's just so funny. Please go read the comments if you want to laugh.
I'm so excited to watch the TikTok. I'm so excited to read the comments.
The comments are so funny. Like, actually dead serious. They think he's miserable. It's like, I give it 3 months. What
has he said? Did you tell him that they...
Yeah, he thinks it's funny, but also he hates social media.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
That's actually so funny, too. And that's what makes it
more funny.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know the trend. He doesn't go on TikTok. He doesn't do any of that. That's me. So he's just out here who knows what.
That is so funny.
So it's like the most funny thing. So go read the comments. But I did gain like 4,000 followers. So.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Good for you, Kira.
A win is a win.
Those followers.
A win
you
is a win.
On it with your content game, honestly.
I know.
So you good for you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was so funny. I did some clapbacks, so
oh no! Oh my gosh! As if I wasn't already excited to go look. Now I'm really excited. But we kind of have a quick joint other life update.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
We got pickleball paddles. Oh my gosh!
We got gifted something.
We did by Lux.
Oh my gosh,
guys! They're literally so cute.
Pickleball girls this summer.
So yeah, we are gonna be pickleball girls as soon as it stops snowing. There are places that you can go play pickleball inside.
Yes.
But it's expensive.
And also, I'm more of an outside.
Me too. That's why I like being outside. That's why I like. Me. They literally have I went and stalked them on Instagram. They have so many different paddles. Go look up Lux. It's like and it's cute because I think it's just perfect that they sent it to us because it's like
sporty.
It's sporty and it's a woman who like is over it, and yeah, I stalked them. I deep stalked, and it was kind of.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, the whole point is look,
fun.
pickleball paddles can be cute because let's be honest, the ones you normally see are just like
ugly.
They're like teenage boy 2005 vibes.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got gifted for our first thing, so.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to use it too because my pickleball era is about to begin. Like it happens every summer, spring, whatever.
Once it stops
I'm never
snowing.
committed enough to be really good, but I am
I'll play.
I'm good enough.
Yes.
I'm okay.
You can play a game.
Yeah, I can play a game.
I love that.
For sure. So yeah, we got those.
I think do you have any others? I don't think I have any.
That's our life updates.
Should we move into okay, we have a few headlines actually.
Yeah.
So in the sports world,
we call them. I love that we even call them headlines because we are not a news podcast.
We're not a news podcast, but there's some
we do have
things that we want to talk about.
This is, and it's very much it's like the headline, but more like. Here's what we think about it. So here's the things we're thinking about in the sports world.
Sportsy world. Let's do our...
We're thinking about our Sweet 16 results.
We're thinking about our Sweet 16.
Sweet 16 results, guys.
So we put them out last night. And so I think... They are not technically official.
They're not. These are not.
But they're pretty much
final,
official.
Okay? But they're basically final because I don't think anything's that close to not be final.
Yeah.
But this is really, really fun.
So our Sporty Girls Sweet 16. If you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to the last one if you want to know what we're talking about. But we're doing a March Madness Sporty Girl bracket.
Yeah.
And each week we're going to narrow down to the winner, and we just both picked things in the sports world that we love.
And we're pinning them against each other to see what's the best thing in the sports world.
So this is exciting. So first matchup was celebrity-athlete relationships versus sports scandals.
Our percentage is 50% of people have voted for celebrity-athlete relationships, 43% for sports scandals, which is closer than I thought, actually.
Oh, same.
I thought celebrity relationships was going to run away with it, there was a point, late last night, where sports scandals was leading, and I was like,
really?
Oh my gosh. People love the tea.
It could change, though.
It could change, but we have 2 more hours, but I feel like I think these are going to be final.
Okay.
This one could really change.
Next up, no joke, it's literally 1 vote. So this could change, but it's NBA tunnel fashion versus celebrities courtside. I don't know who's going to win.
I don't know who's going to win.
NBA
Who do you want to win?
Tunnel fashion is in first. I actually am cool with both.
I am cool with both, too, on this one.
I am cool
honestly,
with both.
Both of these are good. So it's up to you guys.
Yeah. Next one.
This
one I'm sad about.
This one was one of our niche ones. It was a niche one.
And I knew this would happen.
Yes, you said people might not get it, but I do think a good percentage do because again, it's not that far off. It's 2012 Fierce 5 Gymnast, which is currently losing to Bigger Than Sports Moments.
Yes.
Yeah, the gymnasts are niche, but they're really awesome.
Yeah,
I would when you said it, we were losing our minds. Honestly,
we would probably both vote.
Yeah,
Fierce 5, but we love the other one as well. So same. I get it. Next one, final second wins versus college football.
College football is
College
winning.
football is and by 59%. So I think they might take this one.
I think they're taking that one.
So.
And it's college football. Like,
college
so
football.
many people love college football. Makes sense.
This
one was close, too.
This one was actually way close. Because last time I looked, the other one was in the lead.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So this one's moments that made you a fan versus sports movies. Moments that made you a fan is winning.
I think maybe I can see where that's winning because it's like kind of nostalgic. Like, it's personal.
It is.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see if it actually wins.
I just love a good sports movie. Did you ever watch Warrior?
No, I still need to watch it.
Oh
I was going to put that in my life update that I hadn't watched Warrior
Can you please watch it?
I know.
You were out of town and I get it.
I was. But, like, it's on my list. Maybe not this weekend, but next weekend. Yeah, yes. I got a bye weekend next weekend. So,
next one.
Athlete mothers versus athlete kids. I love both of these. Athlete mothers is winning 62 to 38. Again, none of these are like getting no votes though.
Oh yeah, no, they're all very close.
They're all like we did a good job picking. Kira matched them up.
Thank you.
So good job.
I tried to pick ones that like would go together.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting as we continue on because some of them are not going to go together and I'm just curious how that's going to work. That's going to make it kind of fun though too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Next one. Underdog stories is beating heartwarming stories.
And last time I checked, heartwarming stories was winning. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
See, I get
both. But that was a while ago that I checked. I get both of those. I do.
And then lastly,
we have Becoming USA fans versus baseball concessions. This might be the most... Honestly, it's not even like that dramatic, but
last time I looked, baseball concessions was winning.
Are you serious?
Swear.
Are you? I didn't think that was winning ever. It really was.
Literally, it was last time.
Okay, I should be clear. Also, last time I checked was like over 12 hours ago.
Okay, well,
so things have changed.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Becoming USA fans is winning. They currently have 60%.
I think that's the last one. So we'll do the polls for next week again. We'll match them up again, and then we'll get down to our final.
Yeah, we go from 16 to 8 to 4.
8 to 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So we'll Elite 8 coming at you soon, guys.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. It's so fun. And so fun. As we get closer, there's like, if we need to, guys, there's like videos we can show and stuff too. I even thought about doing it for this one, but I'm like, it would be so long if there was like 16 different like video clips or something, you know? But there's some like good content there, and I'm excited for you guys to keep voting because it's different with different matchups.
Totally.
It's different.
I'm excited.
Me too.
And speaking of that, March Madness does start next week, and I will be making my bracket, even though I don't really know. I haven't watched a single game.
I honestly have been so bad with college basketball. Like,
no, I usually watch at least a few games, but I haven't watched a bunch.
So bad, especially as of lately.
But I will be making a bracket.
Making a bracket, and I'll be watching more. It's kind of fun to just like. It's fun to just pop in. But I like bracket.
I love watching college basketball when I do my bracket.
Yeah.
Then I'm like,
it's different. You're invested.
Yes. So I don't know who I'm going to pick, though, as my winner.
Yeah.
I'm still deciding.
I don't know either. I literally, you said that, I'm like, so I really don't know.
We'll discuss it next week.
Discuss next week. I'll watch some basketball.
I think it starts in a week.
Yeah. So we gotta get going.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But that starts
next week, and so
it's just fun. It's just like a chaotic time, and I think there's a lot of sports where the postseason is the most fun to watch. And March Madness, like, it is madness. It's so fun. So fun. If I will be a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Hopefully we pick like different teams and they go against each other.
I know. I hope so too. I love that we agree on the fact that we don't want to always agree.
Yeah. Okay. What else happened in the sports world?
Okay. The NFL Combine.
I love the NFL Combine.
It's honestly so crazy to like. If you don't know what the NFL Combine is,
yes, it is break it down
basically for us. There's a series of events or tasks or physical challenges that you complete to prove yourselves to NFL scouts.
Yes.
So, aside
these college
from
players get
these
invited.
college players,
you have to be invited to
So,
this.
yeah, you have to be invited to the NFL Combine. You can do, like, your own college combine, which is, like, your pro day. And NFL scouts will go to that, but, like, not... Like, NFL Combine is nationally televised. Like, not every pro day is. So, it's kind of like a really weird job interview.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really weird because it's a weird job interview because you also just played however many seasons. And they also base it off that. So, it's kind of interesting because some people are like, oh, but
I'm not going to do this event because they already...
They're like, I don't have to prove my speed. Or, like... Some people are even just like...
Oh, I have to prove my speed.
I have to prove my speed.
Yeah.
And some people just don't do well at the NFL Combine, but they are like... They play better than they test or vice versa. Yes, some people
I'm thinking of a few people I will not mention.
I know!
I think you're thinking of one.
No, seriously, where it's like, okay, so you're athletic, but does that translate to the field?
Yes, yeah.
So it's just kind of interesting. I know.
We're experts.
Because put us out there with the scouts.
I'm practically a coach. But I love watching it.
No, it is so fun to watch. And, like... Do you know, actually, this just reminded me of this. A video resurfaced somewhat recently of George Kittle. He's a tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, and he's, like, hilarious, and he's so good. Like, I love watching him play.
Yes.
He, like, got a bloody nose right before the NFL Combine. He's, like, running his routes and doing where they just, like, they literally just run, catch, and turn and whatever. He has, like, toilet paper in his nose because he has a bloody nose. And it's just, like, flapping around, and he's just, like, doing his NFL Combine. And he is. I think, and it's good so fitting for him. That
makes sense.
For him, like, he is, like, goofy, weirdo personality, and so this only makes sense that that's how he would do his NFL Combine, but... Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun.
I love watching it.
Have you ever... Okay, because colleges do their pro day, I've, like, tried to do, like, the 40-yard dash.
I would probably...
I don't remember the time. I genuinely don't, but I remember being like, that is embarrassing. You would probably be...
No. Oh, I'm not fast. Mine would 100% be about 7 flat. 7 flat. 100%.
No, like... Okay, I can't run long distance. If anything, I'd be better at short distance. But still, man, like, not compared to these guys. When you actually do one of the events, it puts in perspective how athletic these guys are.
My favorite thing is when people are like, man, they're so slow. Like, I could totally do that. Like, I could do my 40... in a 4.2.
Yeah.
And then they go out there and it's like a 6 flat.
Yeah. I was like what? No, you cannot.
No, they're so
Let's
fast.
be clear. They're out there for a reason. Yes. And you're here. You know? That's like the
one people... of these days I will. My husband always tells me he like wants to see me sprint. He's never seen me like sprint before. I'm like, I don't do that.
I love that he tells you
that. He has so told me he really wants to see me sprint. I'm like, probably never.
Yeah, you're like, in what circumstance am I just gonna...
Would I do that?
You're like, okay, are you ready, Morona? I'm gonna sprint for you now. What? Like, no.
He wants to like time my 40.
That's so funny.
That'd be so
But
amazing.
if that does happen, have him record it for me because I would...
Absolutely not. That would be the rule, is no cameras allowed.
No cameras allowed.
No, I'm not fast. I can run distance, just not...
Distance is better than...
No, I'd rather be quick. But, hey, NFL Combine's cool.
NFL Combine is cool, and if you've seen clips of it on, like, social media and stuff, you know that it's pretty fun.
So go tell, like, your boyfriend or husbands what you learned here about the NFL Combine.
No,
maybe they'll be impressed.
It's actually funny because, I think it was last year, they, like, you can compare... They've done things like where they go back and they edit like different players running the 40 at the same time to compare like how fast people are.
Oh, yeah.
And they like, who was it? They did like some fast players like Patrick Mahomes, someone else, and then like Tom Brady or someone who did not run a fast 40. And they like quote tweeted it and they were like, you didn't have to put me in this. like,
why did you do that?
Why would you do that?
That's
like,
funny.
why? And
we should find that.
I know. I need to find that. I should find that. And if I do find it, me not knowing which athletes it was and like the most general description, like, I'll find it. But maybe. If I do, I will share it.
Yeah,
it's actually really, really funny. Wow.
Okay.
So those are kind of like just the things going on in the sports world that we wanted to make note of.
Yes, but we're going to get to our episode.
Finally.
We're just chatting. So we're talking about you pick two, I pick two. Yeah. Of our favorite, like, iconic
female
athletes. Do you want to go first or me go first?
I don't know.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay. Do you already know who I picked, right?
Who did you go with? Yeah, I know who you picked.
You do know who I picked?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about it last week.
I'm gonna save.
I know, it's like, what order do you go in?
What order do I do? I'm gonna save like the GOAT for the end. So, guys, I am talking about Sydney McLaughlin.
Love her.
Round of applause. If you guys don't know her, go look her up.
I mentioned her name 2 episodes ago, and now you're gonna see why. Okay, go ahead.
First of all, why did I ever like her? Let me explain. She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She's the most... You shouldn't like, legally be allowed to be so beautiful and athletic.
Oh my gosh, she got it all.
It's not fair.
Yes, like the gene pool, it just hurts.
Someone out there is missing all of that because she took it from all of us.
She's just stunning, and her personality, because I know her.
Great person, inside and out.
And I'm just obsessed with her. But when I first saw her, I was like, this girl is so beautiful. And I hate to talk about like women's looks, like that's not the most important thing.
No, it's not. But it's honestly just such a great, it's just a great bonus.
Yes, she is just so striking.
She is.
So, Sydney McLaughlin, she is 23 years old, born in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go from like the basics. So both her parents, so she is a track and field runner.
Yeah.
Hurdler, runner.
Yeah.
Track and field star. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with star. And both her parents were too. Both of them ran track and field. And she has 2.
She's just like this was. Yes, she was meant to be. She's meant to do this,
and she has 2 siblings who also run track.
Yeah.
And her dad said when they were younger, like all of his kids are talented, but Sydney had always been like. Just there's something special about her.
Yeah.
Something special about
Which,
her.
in any other situation, you can't say that about your children.
Oh, yeah.
When you are in this situation, someone is that good.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. Like, as a sibling, I'd be like, so true.
I get it.
Yeah, thank you.
So she started competing nationally at age 14. Nationally.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
That's really
young.
And
so, she mainly runs 400 meter hurdles. So that's one they go around 4 times, right?
Yeah.
With the hurdles. And in high school, she was a 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in track and field. Never happened before. She's the first one ever.
Okay.
And then at 16, so 14, she starts competing nationally. 16, she goes to the Olympic trials. 16. Age 16. She goes to the Olympic trials.
To be clear, you can't be younger. You have to be turning 16.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Did they change that?
I actually do think that is a thing. No,
it used to be a thing. You keep going. I'm going to check.
You look it up. So she gets 3rd at the Olympic trials, and she qualifies to go to Rio de Janeiro that year. And so that was before her senior year of high school, and she was the youngest athlete to be able to do that in track and field since the 80s. Like 1980. So it had been over 20 years since somebody's done that. Age 17, she gets the cover of Sports Illustrated.
That's crazy.
Age
17 years old?
Yeah. And I'm skipping a bunch of stuff right now because I could talk about her forever.
Yeah.
She's won so many things. Like, yeah. I'm just doing a quick skim. So she ends up going to the University of Kentucky and competes for 1 year. And while she's there, she sets the world junior record for the 400 meter and the national record for the 400 meter hurdles. So she goes just for 1 year to college, sets 2 records, and it's like, you know what? I'm out. I have to go professional.
No, at that point, you need like to go
pro. She doesn't need to be in college. So she goes pro. 2019 World Championships, she gets 2nd in hurdles, 1st in relay. 2021 Japan Olympics, she gets the gold in relay and the world record gold in hurdles. Then this past year, so 2022, obviously I skipped 2020 because everything was weird during COVID. Mm-hmm. 2022 world record again in hurdles and the gold in the relay. So she broke the world record in 400-meter hurdles 4 times in 2 years.
That's so crazy.
I know. And I'm skipping obviously a bunch of like
No, we're gonna have to skip things. I'm
many.
focusing on like some just like random things.
So there's like just so many random things about her, but pretty much she's a world record holder. She just got married last May to her husband Andre.
Wedding photos go crazy.
Her wedding dress, I have this in here. Her wedding dresses. So she wore 2 wedding dresses.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
The one that comes to mind is the People magazine one for me.
The long sleeve one.
Yeah.
So it's like this beautiful long sleeve mermaid gown, rhinestones. It is stunning. Go look it up. But yeah, she marries him. He played in the NFL for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And yeah, now she's just working hard again. Probably going to break another world record.
That's so
But
crazy.
one thing I love about her is she's very open about being very religious, which I feel like not a lot
awesome.
of athletes are.
Yeah.
And
we ourselves are religious, so it's just cool when you
it's
hear
fun to
that.
see
Anytime
that.
you relate to someone, you're like, that's so cool.
And every time she like talks in an interview or posts something, she credits everything to God. And I just love that. So I'm just obsessed with her. She's beautiful. She's athletic.
Yeah.
She's kind.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
We think she's kind.
But anyways, I just had to pick her. I love her. Sydney McLaughlin.
Sydney McLaughlin really is great.
Yeah.
She's so great.
She's so great.
Like, I love everyone we're talking about.
I do too.
Yeah.
But that's one of them. That's my first one.
Okay. I'll do my first one.
Okay.
And I don't know what order to go in, so I'm just going to go in the order of who's at top of mind currently.
Okay.
Simone Biles. The GOAT.
The GOAT.
The absolute GOAT. Like,
she's amazing.
Guys, just the most decorated gymnast ever. So I feel like it's hard for me because I know gymnastics so well, but I'm like, no, everybody knows Simone Biles. Like,
everybody knows her.
She's, you just see the, like, most crazy posts about her because she's, like, constantly doing, like, she's just constantly winning.
And I feel like we do
and constantly breaking records.
Take for granted watching her now.
So we do, because it's actually...
Because it's almost like...
Oh,
it's normal. Like, it's Simone.
She, in my mind,
crazy.
Changed the nature of gymnastics. Because gymnastics is so unique in the sense where, like, you peak when you're young. Like, you really do, like, normally what happens is you go to the Olympics, you peak, and then after that you go to college and do, like, easier gymnastics. And that's, like, opposite of everything else. Everything else you go to college and then you go and do, like, and then you go and, like, you become your best. But, like, because gymnastics is, like, it, like, stunts your growth and it's super hard on your body. And so it's just, like, when you're young, you, like, train super hard and you just, like, peak really early, like, at a young age. And she's really the first one that's, like, been sustainable. Like, she's the first one that's, like, it's stupid to say longevity because you hear longevity and you think of, like, Tom Brady. But, like, people don't just, like, go back to multiple Olympics as the GOAT. Like, if they do go back, they're, like, they're still so good, but they're not, like, probably going to be on top. But, like, she changed it. She changed it. And literally since, like, I feel like she set the standard where, like, college gymnasts are now saying, like, hey, I'm going to go back to the Olympics. It happened with Michaela Skinner. It's happening with Suni Lee. Like, it's super cool. So I just love that, like, she's so good that she literally can, like, change the nature of a sport.
Totally.
That's so impressive.
Yes.
Something I did want to talk about with her is, like, her, like, just her early life early on and how she kind of got started, because people, I don't think, really know a ton about her story.
I don't know it at all.
Yeah, so she,
enlighten me.
At 3 years old, she was put in the foster care system.
Okay, that's sad.
Okay. No, you weren't. I should have done it.
Okay, that's not funny. That's not funny. You should leave some of the last.
I'll leave some of it. I mean, maybe I'll just leave it all because I don't know.
That's not funny. It's just the way Kiki looked at me, okay? It's really not.
It was your reaction. So to be fair, I didn't give any warning to what I was about to say.
I honestly thought it was going to be like happy-go-lucky. I just feel bad.
Do you know when you're in those serious situations and you just can't, like, you laugh at the worst times, like, that's us.
That happens to me all the time.
That's literally...
Okay. Anyways, she's put in the foster system.
Okay.
You guys, it's really late right now. We're recording.
It's late. We're so tired.
It's really late.
It's been such a long week and it's only Wednesday and I have so much more. Okay. People don't know a lot about her story.
Yes.
Did not have it easy early on in life. Mm-hmm. Was put in the foster care system when she was 3 years old. Her mom was struggling with, like, substance abuse. Neighbors were like, whoa, these kids are, like, by themselves a lot. I don't know if they're even being fed every meal. Like, it was really, really sad.
Wait, she has siblings?
Yes. Okay. So she has a younger sister and then 2 older sisters. Okay. So, yeah, so she's put in the foster care system, and her grandparents, who, like, lived out of state, they would come and visit them, and eventually they were, like, basically was years in the making, but they adopted her and her younger sister, and then her 2 older siblings were adopted by, like, her aunt. Okay. Her uncle. So just kind of, like, did not just, like, have an easy life to start out with. I love the story of how she discovered gymnastics. Also, I just think that's really, like, not, like, to get, like, I won't get, like, so far deep into, like, foster care and adoption, whatever, but, I just think that's really powerful because she's, like, said in interviews, like, if you've been in the foster care system or you have, like, a rough start to life or anything like that, like, that doesn't define you. Because, like,
that's amazing.
And I just think that's
so
I
sweet.
just think that's super, super powerful. And, like, foster care and adoption is, like, close to my heart because my brother was adopted in foster care. And so, like, her being, like, having this huge successful life after like having such a rough start, I just think is like so inspirational. She said, like, look, when my grandparents adopted me, like, that's where my road to success like really began. And that's like so special. So, and her grandparents are her parents. Like, she calls them mom and dad. Yes. Like, they are mom and dad to her.
Love that.
Yeah. Amazing. So anyways, few years, her and her sister are adopted, and she wasn't, like, doing gymnastics, but she went on, like, a daycare field trip, and they went to, like, some gymnastics gym. And she goes, and she's, like, playing around, and they're like, wow, she's, like, really good. Like, these coaches are like, she's really good. So they're like, actually, I don't know if they told her to do it. She does a backflip. She's 6 years old. She, like, does a full-on backflip. Like, she's literally, like, she's little. Built different. She's tiny and doing this backflip. And the coaches are like, this is crazy. They're like, go do it on the beam. Totally kidding. She runs up to the beam, completely fearless. And they were like, no, don't do it on the beam. Like, get down. Like, do not do it on the beam. That's terrifying. But she was, like, fully ready to do a backflip on the beam, which, like, is, like, a really hard skill, guys. Like, so hard. And so, after that, the coaches were like, so this girl was, like, really good. Like, this little girl, like, she needs to be in gymnastics. There's something there. So they, like, reach out to her parents, and then she starts. That's, like, how she even started along the gymnastics path, which I kind of love because it's, like, she found gymnastics, but it's also kind of like gymnastics found her. Like, like, she's naturally so gifted, and then she just worked so hard, obviously, and becomes, like, literally so amazing. She's 25 years old. Again, she's the most decorated gymnast. Amazing. Like, so amazing. She has 4 skills named after her. So in gymnastics, this is a very, like, gymnastics has really weird names for skills, and it's because they're, like, the last names of people at a high level. Like, high level vaults will be like a common high level vault is like a Yuchenko, and that's named after someone with the last name Yuchenko. So to get a skill named after you have to successfully compete it at an international competition. Okay. This does not happen often. Like,
I feel like that's very rare.
This is not, like, in my lifetime growing up, like, I didn't just see skills, like, be popping up that are new. But she's done it 4 times. And on the floor, amazing. She's done it twice. There's the Biles on the floor and the Biles 2. So she is just, like, she does things that, like, nobody has done.
Nobody's ever seen.
Nobody's ever seen. Nobody's ever thought of seeing. And honestly, it's great. She started competing. She was first noticed by USA Gymnastics when she was 14. So I don't know.
These young
I was not doing that at 14 years old.
That's embarrassing. What I know. Doing.
But I mean, honestly, she's just been like.
There's honestly not much to say.
There's honestly not much to say because she just became an Olympic superstar immediately. Yeah. So she won gold in 2016 on floor, on floor, on vault in the all around. Those are like her best events. She won bronze on beam, and it's just funny because you'll hear gymnasts and like they'll talk about her, people will talk about her, and it's like it's not about who's winning first. We know Simone's winning first. It's who's taking second. Like, yes, that's what's up for grabs. Yes. She went back to the most recent Olympics after the 2016 Olympics. It was postponed because of COVID, all that stuff. And this was like, I feel like everybody remembers this. She had what in the gymnastics world we call like the twisties, where like you mentally are just like, it's like scary. Like it's just weird. You're like mentally not there and it becomes like super dangerous to do these skills. So she like was like, I got to prioritize my mental health, which why
I loved.
Didn't compete a lot.
And that was controversial. I remember. Like, people were so mad that she did that. And they were like, well, you have a duty to your country.
I feel like people.
You have a duty to yourself.
You have a duty to yourself. And in my mind, I'm like, do you guys realize like the level of skills that she does? Yeah. Because it's dangerous. Like, that is life-threatening, and it is not.
If she's not there and she's not ready, I don't understand why that is an argument. Like, if she can't do it.
If she can't do it, she can't do it.
You have nothing to prove to us.
No, truly nothing. So, yeah, she is.
I love that.
That was really cool of her, and, like, I mean, athletes have been prioritizing like mental health more and more, which I think is really great. And that was like a big thing. It was like scary because I was like, this is scary. She's in this position. Like that's scary because this is a dangerous situation. I'm glad she's like doing what she needs to do for her. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we might not win gold as Team USA, which is crazy and not important compared to her mental health. But just kind of weird position to be in.
It was.
Like for gymnastics, we're so good. But we still took home first and all around. Yeah. And that's pretty impressive. So
she's the best.
Also, she is dating Jonathan Owens. So
did they get engaged?
Yes, they did get engaged.
After dating like for 2 years, right?
Yeah, they got engaged.
They're so cute together.
They're super cute.
I think he played in the NFL too. Am I making that up?
No, for the Texans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so they're just this cute little athletic couple, and I was just reading somewhere, and he didn't know who she was at first, which I think is crazy.
Ew.
I know.
Why does that like? Do you live under a rock?
I was literally those exact words. That's what I was just gonna say. Yep. Do you live under a rock?
I don't know if that's like. It's funny because it's like, ooh. You're not on like any media.
I have pay attention. What are you only paying attention to football? I don't know. Yeah, I know.
I like that.
I'm of the opinion that is great.
Yeah.
Like, don't be on your social media all the time. But
no, that's an ick for me.
That would be an ick. That would be a red flag. Anyways.
But Simone Biles.
I feel like, you know what? I genuinely feel like, I feel like he said that to be like, I wasn't just like chasing her because she's so cool.
Which is great.
Which is so great. But I'm like, I also don't care if you knew who she was. Which he says
She's
he
Simone
didn't.
Biles.
He says he didn't.
Whatever, they're engaged, so I'm happy for them.
I know, I'm so happy. They're so cute. They're going to be such a cute married couple and have such cute little babies.
Totally.
And anyways, I just wanted to take that route with her because she really just overcame a lot and is literally the GOAT. Like, there's no question.
Yeah. And I'm also going to do a GOAT as well. So we're going to mine.
Let's go.
She's the GOAT, you guys. And I'm going to do this one quick because I don't know what time we're at, and I'm going to do this one quick.
Yeah, our first ones were kind of our, like, really digging into it. Let's do this one.
You guys. Serena Williams. We had to do it.
As we said.
We have to do her.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally the GOAT. She was born 1981 in Michigan. So she is how old? Let me actually do
1981. Oh my gosh, she's 42.
She's 42. Yeah, she's older.
Is my math bad, or did I? No, that's right. Depending
she's
on when
her 40s,
she was.
I know.
Yeah, she's 42.
Okay, yeah. So
2023.
Serena Williams, which is fun fact. When I was in elementary school, you know, like the first time you do a biography about somebody.
Yes.
She was the first one I did. Literally,
Kira.
I think I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. I was obsessed with her. I loved Venus and Serena. I always wanted to play tennis.
So
I wish I never did because it's actually, I don't like playing it, but I loved the outfits and I was like, I want to play tennis.
And when you
with
see
them.
someone, like when you see Venus and Serena, of course you want to
I'm
play
like,
tennis.
they look so cute. I just love them.
And it's like cute, but like athletic bosses.
Yes.
Like
They're
so
amazing.
fun.
So she's the youngest of 5 sisters. And so her dad, they were like, I guess the story goes of how they got into tennis is Venus and Serena were like playing tennis and the dad saw like this opportunity.
Yeah.
And was like, this could be something.
Have you watched that movie, by the way?
No.
Kira.
Wait, have I?
King Richard?
No. Oh, yes, I have.
I was like,
Yeah, yes, I have.
I was like, there's no way
Yes,
on
I
this
have.
earth. What?
No, I've seen that movie. Why did that just like, you know what? It's late. Okay? It's late,
you
guys.
couldn't tell.
When we're recording, this is later than we usually record.
It is.
I have seen that movie.
Yeah. That's
So,
like, if you
yes,
want to
the movie.
understand
I
how
don't know why I didn't think of that.
if you want to understand like how his personality is and how it's like took advantage of a situation and what not took advantage, maybe that's saw an opportunity.
Saw an opportunity. Yeah, pretty much
Ran
saw an
with
opportunity.
it.
He learns everything about it.
Yeah.
And is like, hey, let's make them stars, pretty much.
Which
I feel like that's
he
pretty
did.
much. That's like a very
General overview.
general overview.
Yeah. Watch the
He makes them
movie.
stars. Yeah. So they moved to California so that they can be stars. She's joins the Junior United States Tennis Association, and was ranked number 1 in the 10 and under division. 10 years old.
That's insane.
10 years old. So she's been doing this. You guys,
the
she's
fact
been
that
doing
there's
this
a 10
forever.
and under division is insane.
No, the fact that there is. So, and at 14, again, is when she makes her
some about 14 years old.
professional debut. So she goes pro at 14 and wins the U.S. Open at 17. There's so many I can talk about. She has 6 U.S. Open titles, 23 Grand Slam titles, more than anybody, male or female.
Wow. Yeah.
She holds the most major singles, doubles, and mixed doubles titles combined, all tennis players, male and female. Venus and Serena have 14 Grand Slam titles as doubles.
Whoa.
I know. And she's just
The best.
Like, there's really not much to say.
Yeah.
She's amazing. And so she's married to, well, she had a baby first. She had her daughter, in 2017. Her name is Alexis Olympia, but she goes by Olympia.
That's so cool.
That is so iconic.
Only, like, you can't be lame and call your child Olympia.
No, that, like, makes so much sense. Her
No,
name's
like,
Olympia.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then
Love
she
that.
marries her husband, Alexis Ohanian, like a couple months later.
Wow.
Couple months later, after she gives birth, and he's, like, the co-founder of Reddit. So he's, like, also a self-made billionaire.
I did not know that.
Oh, he's a self-made
I
billionaire.
did not know that.
Like, they
The
are
co-founder
insane
of
together.
Reddit? Are you kidding?
Yeah, he is. No, actually.
No,
And so,
like, I believe you. I'm just...
so they are, like, the definition of a power couple.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
No kidding.
And
Whoa.
so she said, like, she was done back last September. Like, she was retired. And then in October, she was like, wait, I'm not fully retired. But I'm,
Yeah.
like, not playing right now. So
Yeah.
she might make a comeback. We don't know.
I'd
But that's
honestly
Serena.
I'd
Have you
honestly
seen
be here for it.
her Architectural Digest?
No.
You should go watch and look at her house. She pretty much lives in an art gallery. She collects art. So
Okay.
when you're that rich,
When
that's
you're
how
that rich, like,
people-
what are you supposed to do with your money, I guess?
No, that's like how people buy things.
Yeah.
Or not buy things. That's how they have money. I don't know how to explain this. That's how they invest money. They like buy art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you make an investment.
She
Okay,
lives in an art gallery. Her house is beautiful. Her family is beautiful. And there's not much to say about her, but she is the best.
Wow.
So, we love Serena.
We love Serena. We really do.
This wouldn't have been a show if I didn't mention her.
No,
so.
absolutely not. We couldn't. We'd have to cancel the episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think...
Okay.
You go. Your last one.
My last one. Alex Morgan.
I love Alex Morgan.
I love Alex Morgan, too. She is, like, so... How can you not love her?
She's so cute.
She's so cute, and I just, like... If you think of Team USA, you think of Alex Morgan. You think of Alex Morgan, yeah. And I love that about her. Okay, so Alex Morgan. She was born in Diamond Bar, California. Shout out to my California girl. I was born in Southern California, so what's up? She's the youngest child, and she's kind of talked about, like, how she kind of had to, like, overcome just, like, being the little sister, which is just funny now, you know? Because she has definitely made a name for herself again.
Yeah.
You know. I thought this was so interesting, and probably, I think, because I know, like, I'm just like, oh, she's so successful and whatever. This was really, like, unique to me. She played rec soccer until she was 13, which is, like, a lot of kids.
That's older.
Yeah. It's older.
You usually go to club at, like, 8.
Go to club pretty
7.
young, but she wanted to, like, stay with her friends. She didn't want to leave her friends. So she played rec soccer until she was 13, and then after that, she was like, okay, like, her and her family's kind of like, all right, if we're going to get serious, like, we got to go, like, let's go play club. And the first club she tried out for was, like, you're 13 coming from a rec program. Like, no.
Oh, my gosh.
She didn't make the first team she tried out for. I know.
Just imagine them now.
Is that nuts?
That's an L.
That was just so crazy to me. So she tries out for another club and makes it. And that's, like, when she says she really started excelling. Which makes sense. But I just thought it was, like, that's so unique. You just don't normally hear of that. So after that, she went to UC Berkeley College Star. She led them to the NCAA tournament each of her 4 years there.
Amazing.
Super casual. So after that, she just, there's so many awards in college that, like, she's like, here's where she is in the record book. And, like, it's pretty crazy. But after that, in 2011, she was drafted first overall in what was then the women's professional soccer draft. So this is, like, pre-NWSL, National Women's Soccer League. Like, that's just how they set it up at the time. And then in that same year, she was on the U.S. women's national team, and she was the youngest player on the team. I totally
remember that.
Isn't that crazy?
I totally remember that.
Yeah, no, so crazy. She scored her first goal in a semifinal against France, which they went on to the finals for. So she's amazing. Like, been in these big moments, you know what I mean? And then, and she landed a spot on the Olympic team in 2012, and she won her first gold medal there. So exciting. And then, this is also cool. They, like, at the time, that was the largest crowd in Olympic history for soccer. So I just think that's, like, for women's soccer. That's cool. We just love, like, the women's game growing.
Love that. Okay,
this was really interesting. So then she had a knee injury in spring of 2015, and she, like, wasn't full strength by, like, the start, like, the FIFA World Cup in June. But she came, like, she was, like, close to starting lineup, and then that's when she kind of just went on and helped them claim the first World Cup title after that. So, like, she's dealt with injuries, and, like, in college she had injuries too. She tore her ACL at one point in college.
The
worst. And then, like, after being back for a little bit, she sprained her ankle, and then she dealt with a knee injury then too. So, and then 2019 World Cup, co-captain of the team. And, like, I just feel like when you think of a leader, you think of Alex Morgan. Totally. Like, that's just how she is.
Yeah.
And she's just done, like, there's, like, random crazy things too. Like, she's the only woman to appear on like the cover of FIFA in the United States, like with Messi. It was like her and Messi one year. Like she really just like, I feel like she has contributed so much to like the women's game, like the women's game in general. And no, she just, like I said, she's been a part of like Team USA. She's been a crucial part. She's been captain. She's been there since 2011, again, when she was the youngest. And I just think that like she's just so impressive. And she also, on just like a little bit on her personal life. So she married a like then pro soccer player.
And they're so cute.
And they're so cute.
They're such a good looking couple.
They're such a good looking couple. I love them. Servando Carrasco is his name. And they have a daughter.
They have a daughter.
Named Charlie. And she was born May 7th, 2020. So
she's also
this is really
so
cool
cute.
because she's come back to playing since having a daughter, which is really impressive. She also she's been a big part of like the social media company Together, if you've seen them.
Yes,
and so there's some cool, if you want to see like some cool documentaries,
she does
and
a lot of
on her
stuff like not soccer too.
She does a lot of stuff
She's
to further
involved
further women in sport.
Totally.
And
which is awesome.
I just think that's like really, really cool and really necessary. In fact, I like in prepping for this I was listening to an interview, and the interview was 10 years ago. And she was talking about the women's game then. And I just feel like, and she was talking about women in sport. And I feel like this has been known that this like needs to be a thing and we need to push for this. But like for her to be doing that 10 years ago and then to look back now and see like how much she has improved it is really powerful.
And her actively doing things.
And is actively doing things. And also in the interview, Mia Hamm is just ranting and raving about her, and Mia Hamm is a legend herself. We could have picked her. What's the like quote by her where it's like, my coach said I run like a girl,
and I said,
what is it?
No, I know it. And she said, if you run a little faster, you can too.
Yes,
something like that.
That's it. Yep, if you run a little faster, you can too. I'm like, So Mia Hamm's also just a boss, but those are our athletes for you guys.
There's so many.
Like, and it's honestly hard because I could have just sat here and read, like, all their accolades, but, like, you guys need to know that these women are amazing, and they have, like, their own personal lives, like, as a mom or a fiance or a wife or a friend or, like, literally a daughter or whatever, and so I just, like, respect them so much because they're such good role models, and any one of them, like, I do think they are so talented. But if they didn't work as hard as they did, like, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough just to be, like, so, like, naturally gifted. And so, shout out to them.
They're hard workers.
They're awesome.
And we'll post something, and I want you guys to tell us your favorite.
Tell us your favorite female athletes, even if it's the ones we shared.
When we post a reel or something, because I actually am curious. I love when you guys tell me your favorite.
Tell us. Start thinking now so that when the reel comes out, you're ready.
Okay, well, that one was fun.
That was so fun.
International Women's Day. Shout out to all these bosses. They're amazing.
Yes. Shout out to the bosses. Happy International Women's Day.
And that's our end segment. We always end with like a female sports highlight.
Yeah.
So shout out to all of them, but also I want to talk about this video of you guys. So Savannah James,
this
LeBron's
is like
wife.
we like always do. This is fun because we like to do our end segment like highlighting women. We did that the whole episode today, and now we want to like a fun one, a fun female one. This is fun.
So this video is going viral. So it's LeBron and Savannah at a high school basketball game. Yes, high school basketball game.
Yeah.
And the guys, so like, you know how high school cheer sections are.
Student sections.
They're dramatic.
This is their purpose in life.
Oh, yeah.
At the time.
So the guy, he's like following LeBron of the opposite school and putting an L behind his
Just
head.
like behind his
Which,
head.
first of all, who you think you are?
No, that is so embarrassing.
That's so, like, your parents, I might disown you.
No, I would be humiliated.
If that was my child, I'd be like, You realize that's LeBron?
Well, I'd be like, you're getting off social media because
you're not going to another game.
Like, you're not allowed in public.
No. That's so embarrassing you were doing that. Like, I don't know who you think you are. Anyways, he does that to LeBron. Like, just taunting him, following him.
Just so unnecessary and dramatic. Just can't stress that enough.
And so his wife, which we could have mentioned them on the, like, athlete relationships episode because they're amazing.
We'll be saying that for the next, like,
seriously,
forever.
We'll have to do another episode.
Yeah, we honestly need to do another one.
But so Savannah, like, walks by. I think they, like, score or something. Like, their team. She walks by the student section and she just, like, taunts them and claps and walks right in front of them. And I'm like, oh, I just love the energy.
I just think that's such funny mom energy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Like,
and they're
cool mom.
Like, she's like 40.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope I act like that.
You will.
I will force myself to, if not.
You won't have to.
I honestly won't have to. Yeah,
you won't have to. No,
but she's just so cute. So that was so funny. We'll post the video so you guys can see it.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
It's so funny.
It's the type of energy we need coming from a mom.
Yeah, so shout out to Savannah and shout out to all of our female athletes and all the girls who listen.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
No.
International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
I'm pretty sure most of you guys are girls.
Yeah.
Besides maybe our dads.
I know. Hi, Dad.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Guys, this was a fun episode.
This was fun. I hope you learned something. And I hope you just maybe not even like learn something. I just hope you enjoyed appreciating these women as much as we do. That's probably the better way to say it because they're so exciting.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go vote on our poll.
Vote on our polls.
There's gonna be more coming out.
Yeah.
And we're just excited to see what you guys have to say. Feel free to message us your thoughts on any of them.
Yes.
We love hearing from you guys. And start thinking about your favorite female athlete because we do want to
hear.
Yeah, we really do. Well, that's all we got for you. Thanks for joining us on
Calling the Shots.
We will see you next time. Bye.